So you want to be a music star. Your talents may limit you to singing in the kitchen or into your hairbrush, but there are those who truly yearn for bigger things. These days you can break through on your own without the backing of a record label, but it helps if you're a one-person marketing expert.
It's not the old way anymore. It used to be, if you did have a label that you'd signed to, a manager, a promoter and so on, they may spend money on getting your name out there. But today, you can do it yourself. You can do it through social media. What we actually found is to be successful, a musician would actually have to spend most of their day doing that, wouldn't give them any time to get on with composing and creating new music and other things they want to create.
Once you've written your knockout track, you need to distribute it, stream it, host your website, generate social media, then manage it, keep in touch with fans through emails, play concerts and issue tickets for them. Before you know it, you'll have run out of money. Beatchain aims to take the strain out of being an artist.
We give you a tool set that allows you to do all the things that today's artist needs to do in terms of engaging and building a fan base. Because you have no chance really of making a decent living from streaming revenues. You have to do live performances. You have to be able to go out there, sell tickets, sell your merchandise, and the only way you're going to do that is if you've got fans that want to come and listen to your music.
Beatchain uses plenty of tech that allows musicians to be musicians rather than full-time marketers, and it all starts with data.
It scrapes together all the information from the various social channels about you. So once you put your name of your band in there, automatically, without you having to do anything, we go and scrape the world, the internet, and find out who's mentioning you across all these different channels, and we show you that in a dashboard.
The system allows artists to schedule social media posts all in the right formats for the likes of Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. But the clever bit uses all that data it's harvested about you to place adverts too.
What we're able to do is automatically create hundreds of ad sets by knowing what genres you like and what your interests are, that will be placed out to hundreds of test audiences, and then we scale up the ones that are working and we kill off the ones that aren't working. So whatever amount of budget you're putting into your advertising is focused automatically at the ones that are delivering the best results at the lowest cost. And musicians don't have a lot of money.
And it's not just musical minnows that can benefit.
It's still the case that for the big artists, their managers and promoters will say, well, let's spend $100,000, $150,000 a month on billboard and radio and TV and other traditional methods of getting messages out there. But they don't need to do that. And the other thing is you don't get any data back, or very little data back from who's seen your billboard. Whereas what we want to do is gather all that information so that we can mine it for trends and actually say, well, actually, this is working and this isn't working, steer more of your content in this direction. You don't need to have a very shiny music video straight away if you haven't built up an engaged fan base. You get some, lo-fi content recorded on your iPhone.
We have got a headline show that we're putting on coming up in London on the 21st of September. We're super excited about it.
Talk about setting up your kit and here's the band and this sort of stuff. Get that out there very cheaply, build that audience, and they'll be much more receptive then to the shiny video when it comes along. So we've shown even these big guys that having the right approach and the right tool set will save them enormous amounts of time and money.
Beatchain emerged from creative director Steve Jones and his experiences in getting a band up and running. He was fed up with everyone taking a cut. To prove there was another way, Steve put on a concert at London's Coco Club just using tech.
When he put his own show on through his own efforts, he was able to sell out Coco in London and pay all the band and make some profit. It makes a big difference to musicians' life if they can get a decent wage from the work they're doing. As a marketing tool, it's designed specifically for music creators. It has everything they need. In fact, we have put templates in there to what we call campaigns. So if you're launching an EP, this is the type of content you're going to need. All you need to do is drag and drop in your content into these areas, set it up and press go, and watch the responses come in and hopefully the money come in afterwards. If you're going to be planning a tour, then in the way in which we look at the data that comes back in, we know where your most engaged fans are physically located. No point going to Birmingham if all your fans are in Exeter. You know, you've got to go to the right places in the country, and this really helps you have the best chance of being successful.
For artists and bands, it really helps you learn about who your audience is and what their interests are, providing more data than streaming services could provide.
We have a band called Duke, who are a beatbox trio. We have got them to a point where they've put on a nationwide tour now, doing about eight cities in the UK. And we've sold out a number of gigs for them in London, and for incredibly low cost of advertising for those tickets. And the reason that was successful was we spent the time to build up that engaged fan base. But while building up that engaged fan base, we found that the sort of demographic was quite particular. It was guys of an age group, you know, between I think 18 and 35. A lot of them were into modding cars and doing sort of modification to vehicles and so on. And it was really interesting to see that data come to life, because when we went to the gig to actually see the performance, here they all were turning up in their Citroen Saxos with their lights underneath and all the rest of that. But knowing that means that you can hyper-target the appropriate audiences in the right places.
And this is technology that's not getting in the way of creativity. Quite the opposite. We
don't mind if the band's playing some sort of Mongolian trombone, or whether they're a heavy rock band. We can't particularly control how good the creative process is from the artist's point of view and their music. What we can help them with is what type of content is going to get them the best response for the lowest cost, and that is something nobody else is helping them with.
Hi, I'm James Wright, and thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thanks for watching.